Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to another episode of Slice of Shonen. I am your host, KATAI-KUN. Today, we'll be reacting to another brand new Spring 2022 anime, a 2021 personal favorite anime of mine, Komi Can't Communicate, except this time we're going to be checking out Season 2. Now, normally this is the part of the episode where I recap what happened in the last episode, but this is the first one of this season, so I'm just going to give a very brief recap of what happened in Season 1, and then we can jump right into Season 2. So of course we have our main character, Komi, and we know that Komi has this communication problem where she's kind of very shy and very anxious, and she's afraid to speak a lot of the time. Now what makes this interesting is that even though she has this problem with communication, she never really has to communicate with anyone because due to her looks, everyone has kind of seen her as this goddess ever since she was a kid. Even back in her elementary school, all of the other kids would like worship her, and they saw her as almost like the goddess of the school. So now here we have her in high school, and she still has that same effect on all the other kids in school, except there is one person, a boy named Tadano, that was actually able to see past the looks and able to recognize that she has this problem with communication. And so once he realizes this, Tadano offers to help her with her communication problems, and the way that he does that is by helping her follow her ultimate dream, which is to achieve 1,000 friends. And so the first person we go after is none other than Najimi. Now Najimi is like the popular kid in school. They knew everyone when they were kids, and now at this point in their life they have well over 1,000 friends. So if anyone were to help Komi reach that same goal, it would be Najimi. And then throughout the rest of the series we bump into a bunch of other colorful characters like Agari, Naka, Makeru, a ton of different characters with a bunch of different personalities, and we're only going to meet more from here. I told you guys I read the manga, and there's one character in particular that I'm very much looking forward to. Now, fingers crossed she appears in this season, but a lot of people have said that according to the current pacing that we're at, we're probably not going to see her until Season 3. So, I mean, we can still hope that she might get here this season, but we'll just have to watch and find out. So, if you guys are excited for the episode, make sure to leave a like. It'll help me and the video out so much more than you might think. So if you can take the time to do that real quick, I would very much appreciate it. And also consider subscribing to the channel for more weekly Komi Can't Communicate reactions. But with that all out of the way, let's get right into this episode. Alright, so here we have episode 1 pulled up, but real quick before we get into it, few quick things. First one is going to be, if you would like to check out my uncut reactions to Komi Can't Communicate, you can find all of them over on my Patreon, which you guys can join for as low as $2. And not only do you get access to this series, but all the other series that I'm currently reacting to, and all of the series that I will react to in the future, and also, of course, past series. If you would like to stay notified whenever I drop a brand new Komi reaction, make sure to click that big red subscribe button. It only takes 5 seconds and it is completely free. And then lastly, do not forget to check out the Cloud Crowd merch. The link to that will be in the description. We have 2 different designs to choose from, so pick whichever one you like the most and support the Cloud Crowd today. But with that all out of the way, we'll be starting episode 1 in 3, 2, 1... go. Alright. Winter arrives. And we have none other than Komi herself. Let me turn it down a bit just so I don't blow my eardrums when the opening starts. Is that who we think it is? Ah, Komi. Aw, man. I feel so bad. Oh, dude, that's so cool! They have a bunch of pictures and screenshots from things that happened in Season 1, like the track meet. That's so cool. And I think that photo is from when Tadano and Najimi came over Komi's place. But now we have a brand new day. Morning, Komi-san. Ah, I didn't even get to read that. That was like a whole paragraph. But we know it was Najimi that texted her. Ah, okay, that transition was fire. I love that. And here, of course, we have the mom. Best mom. What was it? The Eternal 17-year-old? Is that her title? Of course, you gotta throw a cat in there. We know Komi loves cats. Her alarm clock is a cat, for crying out loud. Now they're heading back to school. Oh, okay. Oh, man. I swear, my mom used to do that to me all the time when I was a kid. Because where I grew up, it was super cold. So whenever she'd pick me up from school or something, she'd say, like, feel my hand, and her hand would be freezing. And I think that's what Najimi did right there. Mm-hmm. Come on, Komi, you can do it! Remember your training! Okay. She did the same thing to Tadano. That's cute. Mm-hmm, exactly. Just because she can't communicate doesn't mean she doesn't want to communicate. Oh, snap! Okay. Explain. Okay. Oh, man, wait, he's here! Funny child, eccentric child, loner child, a child who's... Wait, what? A child that is beyond reason? A school filled with flashy kids. Yo! Wait, this is fire! Will she be able to survive? For the sake of getting 100 friends. Dude, this is a much better way of kind of introducing us to this story. If you may have forgotten. Wait, what? Comic Friends book. What is that? Are they making like a flip animation? Oh, okay. So is it just a notebook for her to kind of keep track of all of her friends throughout her journey towards the 1000? Wait, was it 1000 or 100? And Tadano, the first friend. Of course, you gotta give him the honors of writing his name on the first page. Let's go. Tadano Hito. Okay, so my guess is that we're gonna be kind of reuniting with all of the other friends from the first episode. Osana Najimi, we have Agari, and we have her. Okay, Yamai. I knew it was started with a Y. And then Makeru. We have Naka here. She's trying to pretend like she is asleep. Oh no! It backfired! Naka's like, wait, hold on. And then you have these characters who we saw very little of them, but they definitely were there. And of course you have Shino Bino, was that his name? And oh man, Onemina. Yep. And this girl, Otori, We met them towards the end. Dang. But I think that's it, right? Did she include the girl with the fire eyes? Yeah, we got a lot more to go. That's only the first page. Yeah, we got a long way to go. Okay, so it is 100. I see. Dang. Only 13 in 6 months. Oh, dude! KATAI! Now, this is the guy that I thought was the bully from episode 2. And that's why I got excited in episode 2 when I saw that guy. But, ah, man. This dude, he's so cool. Yeah. See, man, I love his gimmick. It's perfect. Especially because it reminds me a lot of Komi. But I'll explain why after the episode. Oh. So he's been holding off coming to school this whole time. Yep. He's not the wimp he was before. I'm an ordinary high school student. Okay. Yeah, you know it hurt, but he's trying to play it off. Dude, it's so good. It's so good. I feel like this is the only person that can rival Tadano and Najimi for best boy. Let's rewind it back. Oh wait, but Tadano, we know he's able to see this. It's a superpower. Being able to read the room. Dude. And everyone else is the complete opposite. And of course, Najimi knows KATAI. Wait, how was Najimi able to recognize him? Look, they think he's about to slaughter Najimi. Oh man! Najimi went to wash her hands, of course. Komi. He hasn't met her yet, has he? They're trying to save. Oh man, let's see if he can do it. Komi's completely oblivious. The cavalry. Dang. Oh no. Oh no. No, they didn't understand at all. They immediately sat down. You know you're bad when you can scare the delinquents. And there she is. They finally made eye contact. And, of course... Oh my... Wait, this is so perfect! This is so perfect! Everyone sees Komi as this, like, kind of, like, cold-hearted ice queen goddess. And everyone sees KATAI as this massive delinquent. Even though they're nothing like those impressions. but both of their impressions have affected each other. So he's terrified of her and she's terrified of him. This is so good. Oh no. Easy chat guide even for monkeys. Ah, he's so close, but he's terrifying her right now. A glaring contest. They're both shook. See what I mean when I said they have so much in common? They're literally like two sides of the same coin. Yeah. No, don't worry. If anyone understands, it's Tadano. Yeah, ah man. See, just look. Everyone has these super, like, crazy, unique personalities. And Tadano, one of the most ordinary people in the entire school, just has that crazy of an effect on someone like Katai and Komi, who both suffer from, like, similar situations. And look, he's showing them around. Yeah. Not exactly, but... Oh, wow! She is the master of communication. Oh my god. I think she's more of the opposite. Oh, wait, hold on. That transition was so cool. It actually reminded me of Kaguya-sama, Love is War, which is gonna be dropping soon. I can't wait for that. And you know, Najimi is all about fun and parties and events and stuff. Oh, but even someone like Najimi has kryptonite. Yeah, study. Okay. Remember last time we all got together and studied? We didn't get anywhere. And Yamai, what is she doing here? Ooh! Naka standing up against her? Dang. We have titans clashing out here. Of course! Of course! Like I said, last time we went to study, we didn't get anywhere. And first thing Najimi does is fall asleep. Oh man, here we go again. Dude, this is so sick. She ended up sitting in the middle. And here comes Yamai. Oh? Okay. Naka launches her attack. Yamai's response. Yeah, okay. What's your response, Kobe? Oh, no effect. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what about it? Ah, don't pull that card. The attack's effect is great. Critical hit. Yeah, cosmetics, perfumes, a guy tied up to a chair in the closet. You know, the usual. Ooh, okay, the clap back. Oh no, this is getting a little intense here. Are we even studying anymore at this point? Oh man, Komi. Don't worry, we all feel the same as you right now. An internet addict. Oh no, Tadano, you should have just kept your mouth shut this whole time. Oh? Everyone. It's gonna say that, isn't it? Oh, okay, both of them. She can't, you know, she can't really value one of you guys over the other. She equally cares about all of you. There, that finally got them to calm down. Okay. Tadano was trying to come up with a productive solution, and they immediately shut him down. He's like, hey, why don't we see who can get the highest test score? Video games? Ah, see, but you're stepping into Nakanaka's home court. Okay, this shot is so cool. Oh, now Najimi wants to wake up. Not when we're studying. Are they playing the Smash Bros ripoff again? Oh, wait, no, it's Mario Kart for sure. Red Clam. Oh, wait! It is the Smash Bros ripoff! Najimi. Dang, I mean, they can't argue against that. Wait. Oh, dang! It passed so fast I didn't get to see the scores. Oh, who's gonna grab it? KATAI? Or is his segment over? Oh, that's terrible luck. That's terrible luck. When you sharpen your pencil and the lead just falls out. Dang, and she brought 2 pencils to avoid this happening. Man. Oh, man. Tadano. He notices. She's panicking. Do something, Tadano. Only you can. Clever. Clever. Let's go, man. Get you a friend like Tadano. Wow, wait! I just noticed we can see Otori, Onemine, and Makeru all sitting right in front of Tadano. Hey, good stuff, Tadano. What a legend. Oh, this camera shot is so cool. Oh no. Oh no. Does she realize? Oh snap! Now they both have, like, they're on the same wavelength now. She tossed her part of her eraser because she knew that he didn't have one. Look at that. They're meant for each other. Dang. Yeah, okay, I understand. They can't get up and grab it themselves because they, you know, they could look like they're cheating. Like maybe they get up to grab it and they glance over at someone else. They both couldn't concentrate. Extra? Bonus? Oh man. Tadano's sister. What was her name? Hitomi? I don't remember. All I know is it was pretty close to Tadano's name. Hito. Yeah, of course. Priceless. Whoa! Dude, this pixel art is fire! Oh man. Crank this up. Crank it up. Let's go. Oh! Wait, that guy with the glasses! Wait, he's in this season? Hold on. Oh man. We're gonna meet so many characters, and I think we're gonna get so close to meeting Monbagi. But we haven't seen her hinted at or anything at all. We haven't even like seen her around. So I don't think she's gonna be here. You have the glasses guy, the guy with the black hair next to him. You have what was his name again? Kanai? I don't remember exactly. Dang. Oh no. I'm hoping she pops up so badly. Because I don't want to wait till season 3. We got blessed by getting season 2 only 2 seasons after season 1 ended. But who knows how long it'll be until season 3. And this, oh man, was this the ending or opening? I loved that last like 30 seconds. That sounded so cool. Alright, so that was the end of the episode, and man, this was a great, refreshing comeback to the series. We got to see a wholesome Tadano and Komi moment. We got to meet a brand new character, KATAI-KUN. We got to catch up with at least, well, we got to catch up with like a good half of the characters we met in season 1. Like, of course, she went around and grabbed everyone's names, but we actually got to spend time with Najimi, Yamai, Naka. I'm hoping soon we get to see like Agari and Otori, Onemine, more of them. But, ah man, I love Katai. He is so funny, dude. And, okay, so you guys have probably already picked up on it right now, but I said I was gonna explain it earlier. So the reason why I really like Katai's character is because I feel like he's the most similar to Komi. We know that Komi is like this, like, well, everyone sees her as this cold-hearted ice queen goddess of the school that's out of everyone's league. And on the inside, she's just a normal girl that's shy and suffers from, well, I guess it's an extension of her shyness, which makes it difficult for her to communicate with other people. And then you have Katai, who actually used to kind of be like a normal guy, maybe even a little on the wimpy side, but then over the summer, he started working out a bunch, he got big and bulky, he got taller, he dyed his hair so that he could, you know, stand out more, but all of these are traits that your typical delinquent carries. And so when he came back to school, no one recognized him except for Najimi, and he's like the biggest kid in the class. He has this super intimidating, like, scary face, scared his entire class to death. but on the inside, he's just a normal guy that is actually pretty shy as well, and he just wanted to come back to school and go back to, like, you know, making friends, hanging out with friends, having a good time. And I think that's the reason why Tadano was so impactful for Komi and KATAI. And that's because Tadano is the only one that was able to see past both of their exterior impressions and be able to understand how they really feel on the inside. And so just how you see Komi is, like, how much she cares about Tadano, we kind of see similar levels of that with KATAI. He really cares about Tadano as well, because, well, no, actually, doesn't KATAI have it a little mixed up? Because, Tadano, he is the true communication master. That's his superpower. But KATAI thought that Komi was the communication master, so he's still not quite there. He doesn't quite understand what's going on, but he still does care about Tadano, and I'm glad that his initial impression of Komi didn't last for very long, and so I'm sure soon enough they're going to become good friends, and maybe she won't be as afraid of him anymore, but we'll have to watch and see. But my question of the day for you guys is going to be just simply, what were your thoughts on KATAI-kun? Because I told you how I feel about him. I think he's awesome. Such a cool character. I loved how they implemented him into the story and the time in which they did bring him into the story. Because if they would have brought him in season 1, then I don't think it would have been as impactful, because we would have just met Komi, and to already introduce a character that's just like her, I feel like it would have been a little more watered down than right now. We get into a brand new season and they start us off. The literal first character we meet in this season is kind of like a parallel of Komi. So it gives us an interesting kind of jump start to the season by introducing us to a character that is much like the character we grew to love in season 1. So let me know what you guys think about KATAI-kun. But that is going to be all from me for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching this far into the episode, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have a good one.